on Facebook and stuff like that. Right, we're live now.
What a dukes.
What it do?
I don't even know if we're live or where we're live. We're just live.
All right, so happening now. Watch live video. So there we are on Facebook.
And I just not know Facebook. YouTube.
Upcoming. YouTube or upcoming. Saying live now. So yeah, there we are. Yeah. So we're live, and we're back.
Yes, back in the back of the black.
Anybody who happens across this link, we're just doing a little test run here on a new streaming platform that we're gonna use and get back into this with some new shit for y'all. How's things, Red? Anyway, all good?
You know, yourself. I look like I'm dying, to be honest with you. I'm not ready for this. Having pajamas and all that. FYI, people. This is not this is just a test.
Such a fucking G, that's like, man, look at how pimped out pajamas now. I don't give a belly.
Yeah, the robe is just up there. Just a bit warm for the robe. You know,
Pimp pain is just to the side, but that's because of a bad back.
Yeah, actually, I'm getting mad now, man.
Stop. I fucking I tore my hamstring about 4 or 5 weeks ago, and I was feeling good, and then my back went, and for the last maybe 2.5 weeks, agony, man, agony. Like, I've been to the physio twice. Agony. Old man shit.
I'm feeling it in my knees, I have to say. Like,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So, new year. New fucking RedandTeraShow. We've been away for a bit, but we always planned on coming back with some updated shit.
Yeah. We're trying to make it better for people, a bit more aesthetically pleasing. I know I'm not aesthetically pleasing at the minute. Well, generally speaking, but like we're going to have some like captions and headlines, and we can now play videos. We can now do reviews, so we're going to be able to review shit. So that's going to be a bit of crack.
Speaking of reviews,
yeah,
we have a little video here we're going to review now in a minute. Personally, I think it could be the end of Class A's, Red, with you in it, certainly. There could be a new contender here. We have to reach out and fucking see, can we just do a swap out? People might not even notice, give it a week or two, they'd be like, Red, who's Red?
Are you talking about saying that to the fella playing the guitar?
yeah. In fairness, your man remembered your verse better than you did the time you were out at that fucking youth centre thing. And you had we had to jump on Bebo and find the lyrics to be someone. But
well, in fairness, can I say about be someone? Because I get I used to get asked for that song a lot. Like now you're doing sets and you do be someone. I'm like, oh man, this is like a on kick album launch. Why would I be doing be someone? Like, just do it.
Let's be honest, it probably would have been the smart promotional thing to do. Like, do the classics.
Yeah,
we were always trying to do.
I was going to every single time I ever performed that song live. It never went badly. Like, I never done that song live when I didn't go down perfectly. So we should have just always kept it going. Like, but it's like we got to the stage where I forgot the lyrics. Like I didn't. But I don't think I ever done it again after that anyway, so I was going to for that one time, got the lyrics on Bebo, knocked it out for the lads, and that was it.
Right, well, bring it back to your heyday. Let me see.
How old is this video anyway?
How old is this video?
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me add it in here. Hold on. Bear with me here, folks. We're fucking...
As the old says,
trying to do some shit, but...
Look at the fancy review thing.
Right, here we go. Right. Hold on. Right, so Red, set it up here. What's going on here? Someone sent you a video on where there's a guy busking or something.
Yeah, there's some fella busking, and he's strumming B someone, and some fella said he'd rap for him, and then this guy started rapping my verse, plagiarized me. So now we're going to see if he did a good job or not.
No, what we're going to do is we're going to see legally, how much can we make out of this? Because
oh yeah, absolutely. He did, like, my solicitors are also going to be onto him, but otherly we have to watch it first. So I'm just going to sorry about this because I'm on a mirror fucking up
right.
as well.
Well, what we'll do is we'll play it and wait to see Red's whole career sink in front of him as this guy bodies him on his own shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Be someone, be someone, be someone. Go on, Paddy.
Go on, Paddy.
There's Paddy as well. Go on, Paddy.
Stop it. Stop it.
Hold on. Pause it.
Hold on a second. Right.
Did you grow up in the kin?
Yeah, right. I'm like, just from the first bit of it, I'm like, going right. So this guy has clearly just had a few gargles. So I'm gonna take it easy because
a little bit of leeway.
It's like he knows the rhythm of the song, but he's a bit fuzzy on the words. Like here, there, my trials. It's trials and tribulations.
Red, that was you every time we gigged with a few jars in you. Yeah. Can't go back. Premonition as a kid. When I was growing up in the Glen.
Luckily for me, the fans wrapped it for me. So it was grand. Like, but yeah, no, just so I'm going to give this a bit more of a. Like, I thought this fella was trying to play.
Right. Are you going to go in on him, or are you going to give him a bit of leeway?
No, because he's drunk, he's having a bit of crack. I heard somebody robbed you, and I was going, "What's going on?" And I did have a quick scan over it earlier, but I didn't. It was in the background.
Right. Let's play it for the folks out there. Give it a few minutes. Give it a minute or half a minute or something. Then we stop it again. Yeah.
Right.
Go on, Paddy. Sitting right, reminiscing as a kid. We shouldn't tremendous growing up while a kid run around like a demon blanket. Mine's in the house, staying so speaking spine. I'm playing on the road, I'm a game of rock. Don't go to a TG and name is called. Girl sitting down, making daily basis lips.
Let me say something here. He's got a bit of rhythm.
But the problem is,
a bit of sing along with it.
I appreciate the fact he's trying to make it his own, but the singing parts, it doesn't. You have to drag the words out too much, and it'll knock you off.
That is true. Now, what I will say is,
I appreciate the balls.
If I was trying to like back you up while doing that, I don't know a few words here and there anyway. So I'd be just playing kick the can and with his pick and span. You know what I mean? That'd be me. So he's already better than me. So I'm out. You know what I mean? I'm out. He's your new hype man. Boom. Sorted.
Cool.
Right. Keep going.
Taste the kiss, seeing some on and what makes me laugh. Thinking it's a shame that I didn't last. You moved too fast. Should face the truth that this generation is a wasted youth. Couldn't wait to get all drink alcohol. The sad things was the busted away all. 14 years old, we go down the mall. Rob 6 cause I brought her down the hall. Can't think of me mates cause we hair was red. Had a big family or shared a bed. Wearing hobby down clothes and the bear the stress. But I never faced down for the stair ahead.
Is your man looking up at him like kind of impressed? Like, is this guy?
That's what I'm saying. Your man like is like, oh, this is a dope verse. Like,
you got balls, son.
Yeah,
like because when he says like had red hair and shared the bed or whatever, did he look up at him as if like?
I think he pointed to the Busker like, does the Busker have red hair? I can't really see the video properly. But
I don't know. Yeah, did he like? Is he taking shots at me?
Or does your man Paddy have red hair actually?
I don't know. This is one of these things we need to get to the bottom of. We need more information. We're gonna play it on. I'll play it on to the end, and then we can fucking discuss it again. Yeah.
Every day in the text when they start to break, coming in my night with the rest of me, maybe skills gas like so I get arrested and chase. Brought home with the cops, just a little nipper. When I read when we die, he's bad to slipper. Hey, see man's face when he took me home. He died, hit me so hard, it's really shook me bones. Sent me to my room till I changed me ways. He called me Paddy, your destiny sent away. We'll all do our best, cause we're all the same. We're all the boys that we get us, so we're desperate for fame. You know the fire is calm.
It's like it's a bigger crowd than you played the most of your career, Ed. You know what I mean?
It's a fucking good verse, man. People like it. People just not. It's weird because I didn't like. That's what I think it's the second song I ever wrote. full song like that I ever wrote.
Yeah.
And
there's something special about them old tunes, isn't it? The first tunes, it was that golden moment where
I was just learning, I was just learning how to do it properly.
Yeah, you're kind of figuring out your sound, your style, and everything's so important to you, and you'll go over that verse 1,000 times or that song 1,000 times. You know what I mean? You listen back to it 1,000 times, you record it 1,000. You know what I mean? Like,
I know it's actually funny as well because I was only this Monday. I was probably last Monday because he was off work. One of the lads at the job, Polly, he actually says to me, goes, "Do you know what? We were listening to that Be Someone song the other day, and after meeting you and listening to it, I was like, that's that fucker's life. That really is him." Like, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that was a raw,
100% authentic." That's the thing about it.
Yeah, it's just raw. It's just raw.
But yeah, like the last thing on your man, like fair play to him. Yeah, one for remembering it because I wouldn't fucking. If that was
I think that's what it was. I think because it happens like
to be able to break that out randomly and have it off boom like that. He must be
and that excuses the slur in the words and missing of course he's going to miss a lot of the. He doesn't know what the Glen is. That's where I live. He doesn't know that I scold gaffs.
Yeah, but you know the way you used to like you'd rap all 2-pack songs and you'd fill in the word like that you thought it was, and then 10 years later you listen to the song again. It's why the fuck did I ever think that was this word? Like, it's clearly not. Like, so it might be one of those scenarios.
No,
but
that's what I mean.
He's got his own name in there mid rap. You know what I mean? He's like, this guy could be a rapper on the side. You know what I mean?
He's throwing little freestyles in the middle of it and ad-libbing and stuff like that. Not very he's talented fella, obviously.
Like, he was probably walking around afterwards signing Reds or autographs and all. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
could be a really big fan.
Does anyone? Is there comments
on that? I don't know. How do you check comments? I don't know. TikTok. What the fuck? I don't know how you go into comments. I'm an absolute fucking TikTok noob.
No, I was just wondering if he was getting credit for it or praise for it. Like,
maybe someone out there can enlighten us. But
I was just wondering if he. Oh, no, fair play to him. Fair play to the fella.
Fair play to him, yeah. Good lad.
Yeah.
So,
heck of a taste of music.
I don't know. We could be like, get on to me, Paddy. We'll chat. I can delete some old red verses off fucking classic Class A tunes and re-input it in there instead of Collie's verses as well.
I'd actually agree to that if you just took Collie's verses off as well. Like,
yeah.
Then you have to go Paddy's on, just take mine and Collie's off. Like, we'll be happy. Like, that's a good
yeah. Rehashing the old albums and just slash them down to like fucking 2-minute songs each. Me and Newey's verses everywhere.
Still have more music than everyone else.
yeah. Did you hear Newey's new tune from what did he put out last week or the week before?
No.
Refrigerator tune, no. Yeah, it was decent.
No, see, that hasn't even popped up with you. See, you don't show up on my feeds, which is a bit strange.
I'm shadow banned all over the internet. Cunts don't know that.
Man. I think they're onto you, like, because me and you are mates, right? And we know each other a fairly long time. And
a couple of years, yeah.
And you'd think that you would often show up on my feed or vice versa, like, but I'd never see, even on like Instagram.
I'd be honest, I don't.
No, I know you don't post that. I know, like, I'm the same way. I post very little nowadays as well, like, because the Trump trolling days are gone. Like, I missed that.
Yeah, just like, let's be honest. Who wants to see Joe Biden literally die on air? It's not something people want to see. You know what I mean?
No, it's absolute disaster. But like, one good thing about it is that it did prove me right. I was right all along. My whole argument wasn't like I was pro-Trump. I was anti-Trumpers, and they've all proved themselves to be absolute hypocrites and didn't give a shit about the reasons they were giving about Donald Trump. They just disliked Donald Trump, and they're trying to act like principled. Or I was like, no, it's because of his, immigration. But it's just Donald Trump, because now you have a president. It's actually getting all of it. Everything you feared that Trump would be, he is, and you don't care. You don't care. Like, it doesn't matter anymore. Like, it doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. He's all full of shit. He's just hating Trump. And they're all going to go, no, we knew the agenda was anyone but Trump. Yeah, no, I understand that, but they want to
shout out Paul Murphy and Dino Kelly asking. So Paul Murphy, are the gigs finished, lads? Reds, are the gigs finished?
Yeah. Well, man,
yeah, Paul, there hasn't been a gig in Ireland for the last 2 years. Like, yeah, the gigs are finished.
Yeah, no,
you mean us in particular? Yeah, pretty much. Though I wouldn't be fucking beyond the little throwback fucking if something popped up.
Class A's reunion tour.
Whatever, just to fucking show up at a gig and do a few tunes. I wouldn't be beyond that. If it was someone to help out someone or a fucking charity event or something like that, maybe. But yeah, no, pretty much we're indoorsies now. Like, don't like venturing outside. Dino Kelly, the lads doing bits and pieces. They're in bits and in pieces, you mean? Fucking in bits every day. So yeah, shout out, throw your comments in. Like I said, we're just throwing a few testers around with some new stuff here. We're just gonna prick around, but we'll be back with fucking more content over the next couple of weeks. But throw your comments in, and anything you want to ask, we'll fucking answer it, I'm sure.
It's a test video. What's going to delete it anyway?
Test video. Anything else happening, Red? Did you watch the Jake Paul fucking?
I can't. Like, fair play to them. Like, I'm not against it, but I just don't want to watch it. I don't care. Like, I don't. Like, fair play to them. They're making this. People are going to go on like, oh, they're making a spectacle of boxing. Boxing has been shit for a very long time, and I'm a boxing fan. Like, you're MMA. I am a boxing fan. I grew up watching boxing. I like boxing. And it hasn't been.
So I take you didn't watch Evander Holyfield against fucking.
I seen the video because it popped up on Facebook, like, and
yeah, what was it?
Sad.
Anderson Silva was fighting Tito Ortiz, and fucking Evander Holyfield was fighting Vitor Belfort. Yeah.
Yes.
Shit show.
But at the end of the day, like, Evander Holyfield, like, people are going, he's already ruined. Like, he's being taking punches up until his 60s by professional boxers. Like, people are going to go, oh, this fight's going to, like, probably he'll have enough money now to go into it. Because, you know, the idea is they make all the money in the 80s and the 90s, and it's gone by the 2020s. Like, so he obviously needs the money. He has money now. Fair play to him. The damage is already done. So, but it's hard to watch. No, I love seeing old people fall over. It's one of my little.
We can throw up comments here. Jason Tumulty. Where's your mask, boys?
We're trying to stay away from Corona here.
I mean, it's well documented. We won't go back onto that topic. You know what I mean? Should be asking where's your vax, boys? But Paul Murphy, been away, lads. Still giving the spin on Spotify. Good lad yourself. Dino Kelly, I hope to see you at the show on the 23rd of October. What's that? What's that show on the 23rd? Give us a bit more info there. What's it? Is it a battle event or something, is it? I mean, are we allowed in anywhere? You know what I mean? I'm fucking still a second-class citizen at the moment without giving away too much private information. Private medical information. Speaking of private medical information, Red, you were saying something about the return to work thing, was it?
Yeah, so apparently Varadkar came out earlier. Take that what you will. Return to work. Let's just go get good. We're going to get good here.
I'm fucking on the ball here.
No, Tera. It's like unlimited limitations here. It is. I was like, maybe you pick the pen again. Maybe take a Brian.
Tera Jones is in the building, boys.
Tera Jones on the phone.
Tera Jones is back.
But yeah, so what I'm saying, basically, what he was saying was that with the return to work scheme that's going on now, employers don't have the right to ask the employees if they have been vaccinated.
Right, so we have the story here. So workers returning to the office do not have to reveal vaccination. Yeah, but they were saying this for a while legally that you wouldn't be able to ask. But you know the way the world's gone at the moment. It's like you bump into someone you haven't seen for a while. It's like, oh, how are you, John? Blah, blah, how's things? Get me vax now. I'll fucking over my second one next week. What's the crack? You are vax now, are you? And it's like, man, is that all you talk about? Like,
yeah.
Nothing else to discuss, like.
But that's what I mean. It is, and even legal doesn't matter anymore either. Like, so Like, look at America. They're throwing out mandates all over the place. And,
well, yeah, Biden's gone full.
But
like,
that's the same. But they don't care.
Without getting back too far back into the Biden Trump stuff, he's literally gone full dictator. Everything that people said about Trump, Biden has fucking embellished. He's grabbed hold of it with both hands and said, "Yeah, I'll go full dictator. Like, all government workers must be, mandated vaccines, or you have to get tested every week, and all this nonsense." But anyway, return to work here. We just go through it quickly. Employers cannot insist on staff return to work, reveal whether they have been vaccinated. Revealing the latest version of government safety protocol, Radcliffe said vaccinating program has been an incredible success. He said the government voice no longer urge workers to stay at home where possible. Jeez, when did that change? That this week, yeah?
Yeah.
That's why it's so busy, actually. I was trying to come to town today and fucking all the fuckers are back out.
Yeah,
the Congress said tens of thousands of workers returned to office over the coming weeks. The protocol offers employees and colleagues no entitlement to know each other's vaccine. But you just know that nosy cunt Mary in your office is going to know. See Paul down there. He hasn't got his vaccination yet. Let's all stay away. You know what I mean? There's going to be a whole
I reckon there might be some HR issues going on in the sense that you have people that are vaccinated walking to HR saying, I don't feel comfortable working in the same building as somebody. Why should I be vaccinated and they're not? And then
did you see the story that came out yesterday from America? And it was like, my mother died due to unvaccinated people or something like that. And it was like she went to visit someone and it was their fault that she died, like, even though she's fully vaccinated.
I know. But yeah, it's beyond all that. It's beyond logic and thought. It literally is, I've done it, now you have to. It doesn't matter. They don't care for logic, rationale, reason. They don't care. This is what it literally is. I've got it, now you have to get it. Yeah, but I don't care, you have to get it because I got it. And I don't care if they take away your freedoms. I don't care if they take away your rights. I don't care if they don't let you in here. I don't care if they stop you. I don't care if they take your children. I got it, you have to get it. That's what it is. That's literally all it is now. And yeah, but like if like that's even again for that guy saying what over 90% or something like that. Do you believe that? Do you believe there was over 50% people paid their water charges? Can you believe anything that they're saying?
No, you can't
believe that they're not going to go back and all this after. But after 3 weeks of doing this will all go back to, oh, well, look, we're trying to be sound, but in part of it, we have to be wankers. Sorry, it's not working. We have to be, you know what I mean? That's what it is. It's throwing you out the carrot and then pulling it away from you because we're all donkeys.
I don't believe they've got as many as they're saying that they got.
That's what I mean.
But I will say, in terms of percentage vaccinated, but I'd say they've got a good chunk. That, like,
oh no, it's definitely high. No, it's definitely high. But I'm just saying, like, it's hard to believe anything they're saying at this stage. Like, I never really had that much faith in the government or any trust in the government or anything like that. And COVID has made it 50 times worse. Like I literally do not believe. I can't get over any of it. Like I'm slightly off topic. Leo Varadkar's boyfriend coming out and going mad at people for being mad at him. And I was like, the sense of entitlement.
Yeah, no, it was like, I need my privacy and all. It's like, you've removed privacy from everyone for the last fucking 18 months.
I'm sorry, but it is though. I was like, I'm sorry, mate, he works for us.
You shut down entertainment in Ireland. You shut down Slane and Electric Picnic and all these things from happening. And you're over at some festival with your finger jammed up your nose on your blower without caring the world. And like, yeah, respect my pride. Go fuck yourself.
But how flabbergasted are they that we would? They're like, it literally is, and this is what annoys me about the kind of these people that are still on board with it all. The rich and the wealthy and the celebrities have basically they've gone on with their lives. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, so like the celebrities and all, like even in Australia, all the madness that's going on with Australia. Chris
Hemsworth's gone fucking nuts.
But Chris Hemsworth is still allowed to go surfing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Like, have you listened to any of the premieres in Australia and they're talking like, this is it. You have no choice in the matter. We are going to cut you out from society and all. It's like, Do you not see what's being like? It's not even hidden anymore. Like I don't have to come on here and read between the lines and kind of schmooze my opinion on like the new world order and all. Like these cunts are literally like, this is a new world order. You will fucking do this. You know what I mean? It's like, man, what do I even have to discuss here? There's nothing for me to say. Like it's if you still don't believe anymore, you're a full blown nutso.
I just think you don't care. Like, they just don't care. Like, it is what it is. There's no point
Jameson.
arguing.
I presume that's what you think of DMX passing. Do you know what I'm going to say? Right, DMX was the one that hit me the hardest. I think it was so sad to see. It's like with Gaza. You see Gaza floating around the place,
melting away,
telling people he's going to suck them off for a fucking few snifters.
Is he? I mean,
where is he at? But it's so sad to see when it's a hero like that to you and you see the way that life is. So with DMX, like I remember reading his book back in the day, his fucking tunes like Slipping and all, like just
some absolute
particular book. The
good thing about him is, and I always say this as well, because like I'm not a very morbid person, really. Like, luckily for him, he has made like he'll live on forever. He's Tupac status, and he'll be acknowledged in them. Like, I know he's passed away now, but you can't do anything about that. We all die anyway. But the good thing, I'm happy about DMX because when he first came out, and like with the Rough Riders and as you say, Slipping and Falling, that was a tune. So I'm listening to that and as a huge fan. And then they're usually one albums, you know, and then you disappear into like there's so many of them albums that I've listened to back in the day, and that you think, oh man, this person's going to be a legend, and then they just disappear into oblivion. But DMX managed to get
It's Dark and Hell is Hot is it's one of my all-time fave albums. I played that thing to death.
You can see that, so you can literally put it on now and go, oh shit,
tune after tune, and like. Although it was like,
but DMX's music can affect your mood.
Oh, without a doubt. Like, I remember summer holidays I was on, and it was like DMX was the fucking soundtrack to them holidays. You know what I mean? Like for about 3-4 years, he was the epitome of fucking rap music. He was at the top. He was the pinnacle. You know what I mean? And that was probably the one. Like, you know yourself. You hear of someone dying, you're like, shit, I used to listen to them back in the day. That's terrible. Like with DMX, it was kind of sad to see. And when you hear it was like Diego when he goes, you know it's coming and you know it's going to be the way it is. And when it finally happens, you're just like, you're shaking your head going, was there no one in his circle? Was there no one in his life? Was there nothing that he had was important enough to him to fucking try and change his ways to fucking, you know, but this is the way they live.
The poetic, you know, I don't really want to call it poetic, but it's that like that thing that led to him to do all those things that led to him having an early grave is also the characteristic and the person that made such great music. If you take, if he didn't have the other side, he wouldn't have the other side. So it's that's what I'm saying. It's like he was kind of here for a reason, filthy reason, and R.I.P. DMX, man.
Yeah. Well, we want to jump into something else here. Football the weekend. Villa have had a bad start to life in remaining in the Premier League. I mean, they lost Jack Grealish.
No, we saw Jack Grealish. We didn't lose him.
Yeah, but like obviously he's gone. What do you think Jack Grealish start to Man City has been like? Have you been impressed by him, or what do you think?
Yeah, I think he's going to fit in really well. I'm glad he went to Man City. I'm not mad at him in the slightest. Like, fair play to him. Thanks for staying as long as you did and getting us that much money. All the best. I hope you win everything you want to win. Like, I look like I'm a Jack Grealish fan as well as an Aston Villa fan because I've been watching him for so long. Yeah. That it's hard not to be a fan of the kid. So I can't wish him bad for wanting to do better in his career because he gave us, like, he's definitely proven his loyalty. People can't go, oh, you're just good.
I could have fucked off a couple of times. He could have forced Mills out and all that.
He could have left and we would have got 25 million for him. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then like went to Spurs, and then Man City are buying him off Spurs for 150 million. So No, I think a fair play to Jack Grealish. He's starting off well. He's proven that you put him in there. He's not phased by the stars around him. He'll even do the night the Champions League. Lovely finish. Has that in the locker. Nothing to phase him. That's his first match in the Champions League. Got an assist and a goal. He's going to be.
Do you know what? That City team is frightening as well, isn't it?
Yeah, Chelsea are looking really good, but I still
Chelsea
think it's
are a well-organised side. City are frightening. You have De Bruyne, Foden, Grealish, Bernard Silva, Mahrez, Raheem Sterling can't get a game. Frightening. But Chelsea are Tuchel has a fucking well-oiled.
I'll see where reflected from the Villa comment there.
What? Villa, yeah, I know. Oh, you segued out. Let's be honest, no one cares about Villa. So Tuchel has a great side there. Yeah, but one thing I will say is Lukaku is a piece of shite. Great goal scorer, but my God, in the Liverpool game, he must have ran over the ball 2 or 3.
Yeah, but that you take that if you're going to score the 2 goals in 3 games.
Look,
ratio.
He's one of those players that he's perfectly suited for that Chelsea team. You put him into City, he's a bag of dirt. He's not good enough. He can't keep up the play. You put him into Liverpool, he wouldn't work. You put him into probably United, wouldn't suit him. He is perfect for that Chelsea team. Perfect for that Chelsea. And do you know what? I'd be surprised if they don't win the league this year.
I think Chelsea win the league and City win the Champions League. That's my hot take.
I'm waiting to see how PSG go with fucking Messi and Ramos and all when they bed in for the season. You get to the back end of the season, it'd be interesting to see how good they are.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't be. I think as far as PSG go, you'd still be 5th, 6th in Europe, best.
Ah, man, look at.
They have a bunch of stars, but they're playing in.
League One is good.
It's Man City in the Irish league.
They're playing Man City in a couple of weeks, but I think that'll come too soon because Ramos, Messi haven't really played yet. Wijnaldum there, they put together a good side. It'll be interesting. But you're probably not far off. I think City are going to go all out for that Champions League this year, and if they don't win it, fucking Pep will probably be gone. Did you see the comments Pep made during the week? He was trying to G up the City fans to come out and support them at the weekend against Southampton, and the head of the supporters club came out and basically told Pep, look, you focus on fucking coaching, don't be worrying about it. What he was saying, they kind of felt was making it out that they don't get enough people to their games and all because the stadium was half empty for that Champions League game.
Yeah.
So the head of the supporters club was kind of Pep, don't be making comments about the fucking fans,
But why? Because they're not going to do tweet about them. Go to the fucking match, Do you know what I mean?
Good on, Murphy. What's the crack, pal?
What's the crack, pal? Tera.
What's the crack? Football this weekend. Who are Villa playing?
Everton.
Tough game, haven't they? Everton, yeah. Everton, the fucking Rafa has bleeding. Everton going well, doesn't he?
Yeah, I don't think we have Martinez and Buendia back in time.
Did you see that whole fucking Argentina-Brazil thing? That was some shit show, wasn't it?
But again, I think that was all the staged, because I think if they were Brazilian players, they wouldn't have done it. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing was, the Brazilian players would have only had to quarantine for 3 days or 4 days or something, and the Argentinian players coming from the UK, that is, the Argentinian players had to quarantine for 14 days. So basically, if all the players had been released, you would have had Argentinian and Brazilian players traveling from the UK together on the same plane, but the Brazilians would have been allowed playing, the Argentinians wouldn't. But it seems like they fudged the paperwork and all to try and get them to play. And did you hear about the layout? The fucking whatever the Brazilian version of Nefit, went to the hotel and the team were gone, and then they got caught in traffic in Rio, and when they got to the ground, the match had kicked off, and they just walked. It's just madness, And then Brazil trying to suspend all the players who didn't travel except for Richarlison because he's cool. He played in the Olympics for us, so it was just all a shit show, wasn't it? It showed how silly all this COVID stuff is as well.
But again, it's a grand gesture. It's kind of look at it's a skeptical to say, look, this is what's coming. This is how ridiculous it's
Like,
gone.
did you see what the Argentinian players were able to do? So basically, if any of the Brazilian players had travelled, they would have had to quarantine for 10 days when they came back to the UK, right?
Yeah.
So what Martinez and Lo Celso and fucking Romero and who's the other guy that went? There was one other lad went to Argentina, right? So what they did was instead of flying back to the UK, so instead of flying back to the UK, they flew to Croatia. And in Croatia, they didn't have to quarantine. So they were allowed fucking go about their business. And once they were in Croatia for more than 4 days, I think, or 4 days, they were allowed to travel back to the UK then without quarantining. So it was like, go back to the UK and stay in a hotel room for 10 days, or go on holiday to Croatia for 3 or 4 days and then bounce back to the UK and we're all good here. Yeah, cool.
But it goes to how stupid the rules are.
It's madness.
It shows how stupid the rules are. So it's like, just
ridiculous. What are we saying? Chris Bingham. So what music you listening to now, lads? What are we listening to? Red, what are you listening to?
I don't really listen to music anymore. Listen to podcasts a lot.
In work I'd listen quite a bit to podcasts and shit like that, but music at the moment. Well,
look, I can tell you, I don't listen to anything current.
I can tell you what I did do, right? I downloaded Kanye West's album and didn't listen to it. I downloaded Drake's album and didn't listen to it. I downloaded Nas's album and I did listen to it. And it's not bad.
Not bad.
And see, I've downloaded a little bit. I'll download like obscure things. Like I downloaded one album. What were they called? Check it now. And like I'll kind of throw it on in the gym or whatever. But more like dancey stuff or whatever to try and get you going. You know what I mean? Like you drag yourself out of bed in the morning. But in terms of hip hop, haven't really listened to fucking too much. What's the album that? Energy or something. What are they called? Hold on, I'll find it here.
The Ministry of Sound, is it?
It's like they're like rudimental, say. But what are they called? Fucking phone. What would the album be? You scroll through here. It's called Energy, yeah. So it's like there's a tune on it. All this sort of shit. So I'll play it and Sky's we listen to it and it comes in like, please don't fuck up my high. So obviously I'm not allowed to sing them parts, but she knows that it says don't fuck up my high, and she kind of looks at her man, looks at me and see, can I say it? Like, but so that's, and the other album I downloaded a couple of weeks ago that I've been listening to, that's not bad, is what's it called? Again, probably no one fucking will care. But while I was asked, no, can't find it. Don't know.
So any conversation, I always just go back to older stuff. Like, so that's what I listen to. Like, I'm not hating on the new stuff. I just know that I like the old stuff. So, like, because I don't have the radio on.
You're just an old sentimental cunt, right?
Yeah, like if I'm in the humor for, like today, I was in the humor for a bit of dance music. I was starting to get sun on. I'm driving home back to the depot, and I actually put on Tiesto, Heaven Holds a Sense of Wonder, because that's me old yoke tune. Yeah, it was the old yoke tune.
Right. I was bringing her to school the other morning, and I thought, like, I swear my mind does be like an old jukebox that's battered and just random songs pop into it. You know, yourself, random song. Like, I'm just sitting there, I was like, man, there's on the run, scurvy son of a gun. You know that tune? And I'm saying scurvy son of a gun, and Sky's going to me, yeah. So what she really say? I'm like, what do you mean? What she really say? She thinks I said son of a gun to son of a bitch or something like that. You know what I mean? So I had to put the tune on, and I'm like, this is a tune. These are, and I got into it like an old school kind of buzz for a few hours. You know what I mean? Like,
that happens. Yeah, like, I also go like no Planet Perfecto, Bullet in the Gun. Their version of
that's a tune. Yeah,
all, right. The Werewolf tune. It's all reclips.
We need to listen to Smith and Wesson. I've listened to some of that stuff. Yeah, listen to some Smith and Wesson as well. My brother fucking Curtis sends me on. He's hot on what's hot and what's not, and sends me on all the new tunes. So I do randomly listen to a tune here and a tune there. Like, oh, did you hear this new tune? Boom, boom, boom. But in terms of downloading and actually sitting down and listening to a whole album, that's kind of where we're at. Dino, did you hear Baldy McDonough podcast? That sounds brilliant.
Don't tell me. Does he have a podcast? He's messing.
It couldn't have a podcast. Who fucking set him up? It's after taking me months to try and figure out this setup. Who set him up?
He'd do well. Everyone knows Baldy. He'd do well. Everyone will watch that for this. I mean, they click the view in. I mean, they only have to watch it for a few minutes. He has the view.
The chap does shout. He's like fucking Bruce Buffer. He is. You give him a few few call outs for you now. Oh, I tell you, we'll go down and batter you and whatever. Fair play to him. Did you see what's his name that we had on the show? Fucking Joe, yeah, and fucking Conway's bleeding yoke. Have you listened to any of theirs?
Joe, the first one I did for about half an hour, and then I think I got a phone call and listened to it back to it. No, do you know what it was? I downloaded. I think it was listening to half an hour of it. I got a phone call, and I was on the phone for about an hour, and then we just never went back onto it. But yeah, it was a bit of crack. Talk about chicken fillet rolls.
Chicken fillet rolls is important shit, man. You know? I'm glad they've done it for that. I haven't gone and I've been meaning to do it. I've seen they had Mary Lou on, and I was kind of like,
yeah, I know.
You sold out, boys. You sold out, but we still have you on. You know what I mean? Come back down to your roots. We start you off, and you know what I mean. But yeah, no, fair play to them. I liked about them, and they're two funny cunts. So I
think Joe's one of the best Irish talents that we have going.
He's brilliant. Even just random pictures and just the look on his face, like it's just.
He just has it. Yeah. He has the knack.
Like I want to see him move on into like an Irish comedy or so, you know, see how that goes and see can he bounce into something else, because he has that sort of. It's just a unique.
Yeah, he has delivery. He has a delivery.
You know what I mean? Like time and it's all there. You know what I mean? So. And like I love Darren anyway. Darren's fucking smashing, and the two of them together have great chemistry. Like
that's what fair play. That's all the power to them. All the best of them.
Shout out to the boys. Anything else you want to fucking jump through while we're here?
There's an M50 yoke I wanted to talk about.
Speaking of M50 yokes that you want to talk about, this is how we do on here now. I'm fucking on it. You know what I mean?
I actually think this would be a good idea. My problem is I think the Irish government will fuck it up.
Oh, they make a fucking hames of it.
They will make an absolute balls of it. Like even when they've done the M50, it should be 120.
This is an old study done on how to ease traffic congestion, and they've known that if they slow down in parts, you won't actually come to a stop, because what happens is you're flying along, I'm flying along, and you hit a bit of traffic, and I jam on in front of you, you jam on, and then the two of us drive off. That actual initial braking sequence will ricochet back and cause a tailback a mile later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And slow everything down.
That's called the accordion effect or something, isn't it?
Yeah. So if you do slow down, where you just slow your speed down coming into an area, and that the traffic slows down and builds up, and then when you open up into another area, you open up away, it stops the sudden stop, jerking moves. You know what I mean? It stops that sequence from happening. So like it's theorized. You know what I mean? They've gone in.
No. I think it's a good concept, but I'm just worried because Eamon Wine and all is behind this. It's obviously going to go badly. But also, what you
throw a fucking bike lane in the middle of it or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But also, what they'd say is it's going to be brought in as a testing phase, but we're looking to have the legislation and brought into law by around Christmas. I'm like, test the fucking thing for it. They're already trying to get into legislation, and it might not work. Now, I understand. In theory, it should work. I think it's a good idea. I just worry that like the M50. See the M50 when he went in and paved it, and now you had to put up surface water. Doing the surface water, you have to go and repave it. You recently repaved the whole fucking thing. How is there surface water? There shouldn't be surface water. It should be really safe to drive on this M50 since you get all this free money. It should be. They just make a balls of everything. It's just not the M50. Oh, we have to put it down to 100 while we do the 3 lanes, and then they open it back up and don't put it back up to 120. And there's more crashes.
That's everything with this government, isn't it?
But there's more crashes on it now
restriction here. I get what you're saying. I wouldn't have much confidence in them pulling it.
But the problem is, it's going to be fucking law. That's what annoys me about this bleeding shithole. Like, we don't know what's going to work, but we're going to make it law.
Isn't it? Like, I was listening to him on the radio today. Not that I listen to radio much, but I was in the van and I forgot to bring me Bluetooth joke, so I couldn't bounce shit off my phone. So I was listening to the radio and they were talking like, it's gone through like the legislative house and it's this and it's that and it's been brought before. And I was like, funny. You never had to do all them processes when you wanted your little fucking tin pot dictatorship to come through with your mask mandates and your vaccine rollouts and all. You were able to throw your legislation together in quick snap time without fucking any discussions. But when it comes to something that might be important for removing, like, could you not have done this before announcing back to work? You knew the traffic was going to kick back in. The other problem that I'm noticing driving around now is you have fucking retards, double vax retards with masks on who haven't been outside their home for the last 2 years. You're throwing them back into congestion traffic and they've forgotten how to fucking drive in traffic.
Yep.
So they're like, oh, is that light green? Am I supposed to go here? And he's like, bitch, get the fuck out of my way. Like, come on, move. Let's go. No, I'm not used to this traffic again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's not going to be started driving. You driving, I could literally do like an hour and a half podcast with just me ranting about
driving rant show.
I swear to God.
I've time with Red, and it won't be while he's driving, it'll be just giving out about it. We've another fucking show here. Leon Kyo, how you doing, pal? Will you be working with DJ Mo K again soon? Mo. I met Mo a few weeks ago. I was a good lad. I like Mo. A lot of time for Mo. Red doesn't really.
Yeah,
Red Mo never really got along. That's okay.
We clashed.
Sometimes that happens in life.
Yeah, the two was just clashed. We just had completely different personalities now. But all the best to him again. Anyone
mediating in the middle for a lot of shit that went on. But Mo, we had some good trips with Mo. I love Mo. Mo had he's a great input into the Irish scene.
He's one thing about okay, I will say he is an Irish hip hop legend. So I'm not taking away from him.
He's a fan as well, which is important because he promotes as much as he can. There's certain limitations put upon him in the position he's in RTE. Not my business to discuss, but he does support everyone that he can. In fairness, he tried to ramp up beef and all he did just to try and get shit going in Ireland. Like he really wanted to see people succeed and all that. So a lot of love for Mo. I'm sure if I got on to Mo, there wouldn't be a problem. We could do he'd do anything for you. You know what I mean? So in terms of working with Mo again soon, I'm not sure what capacity you mean in. Like he was DJing for us for a while. That was good crack. Mo, a drunk Mo K, DJing was always fun. But I don't know what capacity. Like, no, probably not. Like, but
I don't.
I'm sure if I sent him music or anything, it's all love. He'd fucking support that. Or if I sent him on any new artists or whatever that we was into, Mo's always he's always got his ear to the ground in terms of new music coming out, and that's both UK, US, and Ireland. You know what I mean? He's always on it. So, I actually like I was talking to him. He started up a podcast a while back, and he had Newey on, and I was actually having a go at him over that, saying why didn't you keep going? Because I thought that had a lot of potential for his sort of market. You know what I mean? He's clued into music. I thought he would have got really good guests, and obviously, if this pandemic hadn't a fucking hit, he'd be getting artists coming over playing here. He would have got them on his podcast and all. So I think he's a good fucking angle there, but he was just saying he didn't really have time for it, and COVID and all that shit. But I hope he does get that podcast going again. He's Mo's an Irish hip hop legend. Anyway, that's all I have to say in the matter. So, hope that answers your question. What's this? How come you guys did not take part in that recent Irish hip hop documentary? You guys are Ogs.
Oh jeez, Tera. Oh jeez.
Oh, is that
God, you're so old.
Ogs. So out of touch, man. Why didn't we take part in it? Well, I don't know about Red, but I wasn't approached about it. Well, actually, I'm lying to you. I was kind of... Rob Kelly asked me, would I be interested? He was approached for it, obviously, and he asked, would I be interested? And I said, hell no. No chance. But it wasn't out of any disrespect to the lads that were doing it or whatever. It's just film me once. Shame on
yeah, basically, if he was asked about it, I would have said no.
Shame on me. I wasn't getting burnt with that one again. So, look, there's more Irish documentaries than there is Irish fucking rap artists, you know what I mean? So, bit of an exaggeration, but there's more fucking documentaries done about Irish rap than actually been achieved in Irish rap, so we don't need another one. I did look at a bit of it. Me and Red discussed that at the time when it came out. We had a little chat on it on one of the old episodes, but it was, again, agenda-driven, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the and that's the thing about them. But again, few years, but it's so transparent, though. That's what the lad's going to have to realise, that, like, it's all hand-picked and, like, you know, transparent. So, but fair play to you lads. Do like you want to make a documentary, make a fucking documentary.
All right.
In a nutshell.
Yeah, we covered pretty much in there. That again, this was only a test run for fucking the new software. We didn't really have anything planned out. We just had a few.
And shout out to Sonny for the logo.
Yeah. Anyone wants to put together little logos or anything like that, hit us up. We're looking for shit to add to the look we're going for here. But anyway, we're going to be throwing out new stuff. We're going to do some reviews, shit like that, silly videos. I'm
going to get Tera to react to, top 25 punches in URL or something like that, because I'm dying to see his reaction to some of these punchlines, because they're so extra, but actually some of them are really good bars. Like, it's mad. Like,
you can go back in the day. Who was your man that you used to watch religiously? The guy that used to freestyle all the time. Him and another guy used to freestyle, but he was fucking
Mac.
No, not a battler. Wasn't a battler, but he was like, yo, I'm too broke. I couldn't pay attention. He used to do like
Beats.
Yeah,
Boston fella.
Yeah. Need to get.
He actually tried it. He tried to do grind time and all, and he just didn't. He wasn't good.
Man, he was freestyle. That was fucking next level shit.
Yeah,
that was next level. Like,
but they were just bars, though, right? We just
no, but was he not freestyling?
No,
probably not.
Oh, the other fella was. I think there was another fella that was wearing that freestyle a bit. That was pretty dope, yeah. But that was years and years and years and years ago. That was
like donkeys years ago.
12 years ago. But yeah, Deets was dope. Shout out to Deets. He's probably about 50 now. Drop a ball. And to this day, he has a bar and he's like, dropping balls. I'm a certified beast. My circumcised meat is like 35 feet.
Yeah, I remember that one, yeah.
So we just had those random, just throwing about random 16s and stuff like that in our league. But
yeah. And there was another lad who used to rap with him as well, and he was dope as well. Like, yeah. Like, because they were cunts that never heard. I think I actually listened to one track that they did, and I was like, "What is this dirt? Why hasn't this like, you're a legend at doing these bars? Why didn't it transfer over into your music?" But that was like collectively with battle rappers and shit like that. That seemed to be something that they could never transition into music for whatever reason. Like, I remember listening to
some of them.
You went the opposite way. You went music.
That is true. But I can't do that either. So give me your props, it'll slap you.
No props.
All I want is one bit of praise terms. Please, just one bit of praise. No,
also, there's a new Johnny Darko video will be coming out soon. I've had the pleasure of viewing it.
Tomorrow, I think it's dropping. I'm actually looking forward to seeing it. I'll not be out the way anymore. So,
well, I could probably send it to you. To be honest, I have to upload it. Jamie, if you're listening, send it to me to fucking upload it. I'll upload it later on in the morning or whatever. I'll try on my text. Motherfucker, been busy, yo.
Yeah, I think he said he wants it out tomorrow. That's what I seen a post here.
Yeah, I'm sure they can do that for him. I'm sure they can do that. I'm all on my tech shit at the moment, you know what I mean? But it's a cool little video. Dope little track. I have to give a shout out to my man, Simple Deeds, going way back in the day. Do you remember the D Alliance stuff I done back in the day with Wires? And
yeah.
So Simple Deeds, one of the producers from Canada, he hit me up again recently and sent me over a few beats, and me being proper tick that I am went, Jamie, have a listen to these beats, see what you think. And it was like Snatch, Whopper B. He fucking whipped it straight out from under me nose. Like, any chance I can do an old solo jam on this? I have it boxed off. So
he done a collie.
He murdered the thing. No complaints.
I always does. Jamie
exactly. You know what I mean? So I was delighted that Deeds got for having reached out to me. He got himself a video and a track done pretty quickly, which I'm always happy to see. So new Johnny Darko tune coming soon. Might actually get Jamie on here now. He's a bit of a footy buff. He's turned into. He's like, well, man, get me on, chat about football, support Liverpool. And I'm like, man, you speak me language. You have me at Liverpool. Your red spot is fucking over there. Jump in whenever you want.
I'll moonwalk out in that conversation.
So we'll get Jamie on. We'll fucking have some natters about fucking comic book stuff and all probably as well. One more question here from Jason. You was ever in touch with Innuendo from Liverpool? He was a sick battle rapper. Innuendo was good crack. He's a good lad. He's a big man now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's mad at the fishing now.
He's mad into his bass, bruv.
So sure, Innuendo was bang on. I used to like it was easy to walk with and stuff like that.
He was cool.
After everything. When you found out it was a bit of a nightmare.
Like Innuendo, the States you'd find him because he came over and battled quite a bit.
He was a cool fella.
There was never any issue with him. He wouldn't let you down on the battle. He'd turn up, you buy him his ticket, he'd fucking be over, he'd fucking stay in the hotel or he'd stay in the fucking down the studio or whatever. Didn't him and Sprungy stay in the studio or something one night?
I think Pamphlet did.
Pamphlet did, right. Yeah, but and I remember down in Cork we're fucking no,
I think Sprungy and Innuendo did in Mo's studio.
That's right, yeah.
I think they
was
did.
That the time we done the DFI Cypher video?
It was that weekend, yeah.
With Sprungy and fucking Innuendo.
Yeah, that weekend.
Man, Innuendo was like the chap freestyle and all was quality, you know what I mean?
Really good rapper.
Yeah, so like I jumped on a track run before. He asked me, I think he asked me to jump on it. I can't remember if I think he asked me to jump on it, but man, he fucking bodied me on it. Fucking chap was different level. But good battle rapper as well. But what's he walk at? I think he walks in like a fucking some sort of like mental institution or something. He's
I think he's like a Tera
or something. Yeah, something like that. But good lad. I don't know if he's still making music. Probably not. But every other week was like a fucking. He's one of these guys that he's always trying to turn his life around. You know what I mean? Get away from fucking all the temptations in life, like all sorts of things would be happening to him. But
he was an absolute horror as well. He was.
Yeah, tramp he was. But Innuendo, good lad. Shout out to Innuendo. One more shout. Annie Mick, 9/11 was an inside job. Blasphemy. Bollocks. Not having it.
Gentlemen, the kids I bought, 9/11 was an inside job. That's it wrong.
Shout out David Icke as well. They shut him down pretty quick.
Annie Mick is I think that's Mick Wine. He's my brother.
That's your brother. One of your brothers, I have to say, I can't remember who it was. I've seen a couple of things on Facebook, is having an absolute fucking mare. when it comes to all this COVID shit. Like, full-blown retard mayor.
One of my brothers?
I think so.
Could be any of them.
Like,
To be honest with you.
full-blown, like, everybody should be vaccinated. Anyone who's anti-vax is a tick. You know, full. I can't remember who it was, and I've seen 2 or 3 posts. Who?
Probably Stale, probably.
No, I don't think it was Theo, actually, was it?
Wouldn't be Mick.
No, it wasn't Mick. Mick has
Wouldn't
one of the
be
most
Ant.
fantastic beards in the world.
Yeah, wouldn't be Anto. Wouldn't be Jer. So yeah, Stale's
definitely not me.
Stale's the
No,
common.
not Anto has like, I just have to scroll past here sometimes. There's weird jokes. But one of your brothers, I can't remember who it was. Just full blown, you know, full.
100% Stale.
I don't know. Anyway, Mick, fantastic beard, pal. That's all I have to say on that.
It's definitely not me. Yeah, it was him. Hey Mick, love you.
Love you, bro. See you for charades at the weekend. Do you do charades and all that shit like that? Game nights with your brothers?
No, we did do the Zoom quizzes and shit during the proper lockdowns.
Right.
But as little contact as we can have together, we're all quite happy, like so. And right now, we went on the little family holiday down to Cardiff with Loch. We said, yeah, no, we do. Well, as far as family goes, we're fairly all right, I think.
Yeah, are we?
He's just he's the number 2 son. I'm the number 1.
I think the most important thing we can take from this discussion we've had here tonight is Baldy McDonough has a podcast, and I need to find that.
Yeah,
I need to know.
I've got to Google that. First, you're going to Google Just Eat because I haven't had dinner yet, and then I'm going to fucking Google Baldy McDonough's joke and eat in bed.
Baldy McDonough has a podcast, and I want in.
Dino actually didn't say if he was joking or not. I don't know if he's just trying to wind us up. We asked him.
That has to be a spoof. That can't be real. Do you think so?
That'd be the best thing ever. Baldy McDonough podcast. Look at it. Google it.
YouTube, baby. Right.
Yeah.
Going to wrap it up there, folks. It's been a pleasure. It's good to have you back.
For the comments and tuning in and shit.
Like
the video. Like, subscribe. Links in the video.
Subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. And if it's not a nice comment, make sure that it's about Red, not about me, because I have feelings and he doesn't.
That's true.
Yo, so we're out of here. Peace.